Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another LEGO video. Today, we're going to be building ourselves a new train car. Let's get started. So, I'm going to be building a new train car, but it's not going to be new. It's going to be based off of something I already made, like this wall car right here from the, from that, Union Pacific SD4 that I should say. Now I've already, redone the locomotive to put power functions in it and make it look more like the Maersk locomotive. Still haven't gotten those slopes yet, so I don't know when I'm gonna get those. It's been over a month since we ordered those, and they've still yet arrived. So I don't know. But anyways, we're going to move on from that. Come back to it when they show up, and we're gonna focus on something else. So here, like I said, is the wall car from that, and I'm gonna be extending it by adding another wall car, rather. Now, this is the Lego 6x34 yellow base. I don't know what the number is, just look that up and find the one that has the color yellow. So that's what I got. Now, this base is not the exact same as the one they used here. This one, which is not Lego, but it looks exactly like one that they made in Lego, which was for the Maersk train set, the 10219. That's what it is, yeah. It has the two indents here and here, no holes at the bottom, like none of these tubes. And these are filled in, and there are no studs right here. These are different. These have studs right here. These are not filled in, and they have no gaps down here, and they have the tubes on most of them, at least. So yeah, they are slightly different, but I don't care because it's the only base I could find. It's literally the only thing I could find in yellow. I cannot find anything else. I actually got this from a lot of other base plates. It was with a red 24 long base, a dark bluish gray 24 long base, and a red 28 long base, a dark bluish gray 28 long base, and a white 24 long base, and this. Now this one had additional things added to it, like a couple bogies. One had an old buffer magnet on it. The other one did not, and only had one wheel. Or maybe it's kind of mismatched, I don't know. So I had to purchase another wheel and two new magnets. And the magnet I used for the old one, I took the magnet off and put it on the front of my green locomotive, and then the buffer I used to make a new buffer. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be making a new wall car. Now, because I do not have any extra bogies, I thought I'd do something different. Introducing Jacob's Bogie. Now, I will link down a video by Robert Bricks who gave this a more in-depth look at it, also how to build it, so I will link his video down below so you can learn more about it. But I've just marked up mine, all using black parts, and you can use the newer style wheels and the older ones. I just went for the newer ones because that's what I had, and they match the ones that went with here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off one set of the bogies, put it on this, and then just join this here and here. So now we have one whole train. Cannot fit on the camera, but it's whatever. As you can see there, it's really kind of unlimited to how far you can go. Well, actually, this one it's a little bit less strict on. Like, you can kind of just go up like that, but really this is all you can go to. So yeah. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to focus on this train car first. So we're going to make it pretty much exactly how we did this. So let's do that. I have a tub here full of parts that I'm going to use. I've been collecting over several months. I think even since last year, I've been collecting these parts. I've had this project for a while, and it's finally getting done. So not only are we going to make another car, we're going to make a new container, and I'll show you another container that I made. But not right now. We're going to focus on this. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with just the base. So this is what the base looks like. It's fairly simple. It has a little more parts than the Maris train, but I don't care. It's fine by me. So we'll start out with these bits. So I'm gonna use these brackets and these round plates with the hole with the bar, and then there's 8 of these. Now the reason why these are light bluish gray and these are yellow is because Lego doesn't make these in yellow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap these. So I'm gonna take these yellow ones off and put on light bluish gray ones. But first I'm going to do all these. So I'm gonna do that off camera because this is gonna take a little bit. See you then. Okay, so we are back and I have swapped them all. Now if you noticed on the last clip, there was only 4 of the yellow ones. That's because 2 of them I actually lost. So bear in mind when you do this, these pieces may get lost. They might fall off and they'll get lost. The other 2 I actually took off so I could use on my Union Pacific locomotive and the cab. So yeah, because I knew that I was gonna swap them anyways, so that's why I just took them off. So yeah, it didn't really matter. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is actually I'm gonna move this 1x4 tile. I'm gonna move it over here because I'm gonna put something on each end once I hook them up to make them look very nice. But we're not gonna do that right now. So the final things that we'll do, like after this is done, I will wait. So I'll set those to one side. So now I'm gonna take some 6 long tiles. And there. And I've already built this car, and I videoed it, so if you want to watch how I made this one, then I'll link that video down below, is where I built the entire set. I think part 3 was where I did this. I think part 1 and 2 was just locomotives, yeah. I don't know. Let's not seem to find another 1x4. Is it under here? No. I thought I had all the parts. These are 1x3. Huh, I might have. Okay. Oh, there's another one. What do I need 1x3s for? I don't know. That's weird. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. Oh, it's right here. Oh my god, I'm literally blind. Okay, I found it. Literally right in front of me. Okay. Oops. I don't know what the 1x3s are for, but I'll figure that out later. And then for my 2 tiles. So I'm kind of just mirroring over here. And then for these parts, yeah, of course. Now I need to find these 2x4s. Right. Oh, it should be in here. There's one. I don't know where this stuff is at. There's another one. Still need 2 more. Okay. Next one. Okay, I don't know why. I thought I put them in here. I guess, because I did combine the parts with the locomotive in here too. Okay, whatever. Anyways, now we need 4 2x2 tiles. And then 4 1x6 tiles. I think I'll find this base in yellow with like a different number, then you definitely beat me. Because I looked at all the numbers and this one, I only found 1. This was used in an old 9-volt set. I don't know what the number was, but yeah. Because when I got it, it had a few extra parts on it that were in black, and I knew what set it was, but I just didn't know the number. Okay, so now there is a brake wheel on this end. However, I do not have the brake wheel yellow. Well, it's on my locomotive, but I'm finally taking it off. And I don't have this in yellow. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to remove that brake wheel and all this here too. This makes you plate. See, this I'll just put away. So I can just put all this away, and I'm gonna use these brake wheels. So it's the exact same parts. I just have them. This part in Narblush Gray, this is Narblush Gray, and the brake wheel Narblush Gray. And at least where I am in the US, they have them on the left. Actually, wait a minute. No, this should be on the other end. Yeah. This is where they're gonna be joined together. So yeah. Make more sense to be over here than over here. So yeah, that looks good. I like that. So yeah, like I said, keep in mind that these might get lost or whatever. Just, you know, try not rough them around or something like that. Now I'm gonna move on to this bottom part. So I'm gonna put some long plates here. Now, I tried looking for these 8 long plates in yellow with the rail, and there are none available in the US. I looked. I'd have to get them overseas, so I decided not to do that, and I'm just going to use plates. However, I will change the colors eventually, at some point. I will change the colors, just not now, because I don't need to. And then on the outer ones, so will be light blue gray ones. Now I did buy 10 of these yellow ones because I was gonna do them like this, you know, they were here. But I said I was gonna do something different, but I won't explain that yet. I don't want to give away too many secrets in the future, so I will just wait and tell you when that time comes. So, on this one, it'll be the exact same setup. I'll have, I think, 2 brackets left over. Just to use most of them. And because I thought I ordered 8 of the 1x8 tiles in yellow. I thought I did, but I actually didn't. So, yeah. So, let me first put down the 1x2 tiles on each end. I was watching this one Lego train video, and I was like, oh my god, that's actually a good idea. I can't remember what the video was, but yeah. It was kind of like what I'm doing here with minimal container car, but he was doing something different with it, and it looked cool, so I thought I'd do it, but I'd have to wait. So yeah, it's just 2x4s in yellow. Which I did have a bunch of since they came from that locomotive when I redid it. I don't know why that locomotive had so many, but I'm happy about it because I didn't have that many. Of course, they're temporary on here until I actually get the A-long tiles, so yeah. And that's pretty much it for this, so yeah. Alright, so now we're going to join them together. So now I'll move this to here, and I'll bring back in our Jacob's Bogey. Now, before I put it on, if you notice when I put it on, there's this gap here. So I'm going to close that with this. So yeah. This is just a bunch of slopes, bricks, stuff. These are my 5 plates, are available in Lego. I just have them off-brand. I don't know if they have them in the color that I have them in, but whatever. So yeah, there we go. And now to fill this in. This was like last minute. I didn't actually know that there would be, like, I knew there was gonna be a huge gap, but I don't know how to solve it. So I got these two 1x2 by 1x2 brackets, and then I got these curved slopes 1x3s and a 1x2 plate. And I thought it would, I thought it'd do a decent job, but I didn't realize it actually closed it up a lot. And if it looks like it's touching, but when you do it like this, it looks so nice. And then around the corner, ooh, yeah. I didn't actually test this out. I never built this before. But I just looked at this, and I just thought, wow, that looks so nice. So, yeah. So, this is looking pretty good so far. Yeah, slightly different designs. But this one will look the same as this, just when I get those parts. So you can see those gaps are filled, and they look pretty nice. That's also something already... Lemon Bricks, sorry. It's not the wrong name. Did in his video. He just filled it. I think he did the exact same thing I just did here. So yeah, so I pretty much just did what he did. Oh, that's lost, whatever. I was trying to put it away in my drawer, but it bounced away. Whatever. Alright. So now I'm going to put that to the back. Now let's focus on the container. So first, this is the container that came with the set. I'm going to heighten this by 1. So the first thing that I'm going to do is remove these pieces, and I'm going to put these 1x2x5s. Now the problem is that I actually under-ordered, and I was supposed to get 2 more. I thought I only needed 2, but I needed 2 for the back. So yeah. And I was hoping I could just use 2 of these, but the problem is that I actually need these for this part as well. So this part of the P will be replaced with this. With these 1x2x5s in white. These will come off, and I just add 2 more there and there. So the P is a little taller, and the C will be as well when I add just a brick here, and add this here and this here. So yeah. And then these can be removed to be replaced with 1x2x5s, or 1x1x5s rather. Put that back. Oh, there's some right. And where's the other 4? Okay, it's right here. Oops. So the 1x2x5s in white I actually had from all the fire stations I got. So yeah, I had those. I didn't have any red ones though, so yeah. I'll have to order those at some point. So for the back, I was just gonna temporarily just put these randomly, so I'll probably put a white one here and one up here. Or, wrong spot. There we go. So yeah. It's kind of like maybe labeling or something. But yeah, and then we got 4 of these white ones, so I don't need those. And then the doors just stay the same. Just kidding. They just get raised up by plate. So I'll put this plate under the tile. And then that goes there. And then now we need my 6 brick to bridge the gap. And then this can go right back on. Hopefully with all these aligned properly. So it's kind of just like that. So yeah. So it's kind of extended. I didn't really take a look at this before, but yeah, I think it looks alright. So yeah. So there's that container done. I actually have it like this. Yeah. So I don't need these anymore as well. Oops. It doesn't want to go in, do they? Okay. Now the second container is going to be all in light bluish gray. So yeah. Let's get to that. So for 6x16 in light bluish gray. 4 1 plates. And we'll put tile on this end. Doors. Oh, wait. Oh, that's why I needed my 3 plates. That makes sense. Okay. I didn't know what I need them for until just now, because I didn't have them on my 6 plate. I mean, I do now, but no one... Yeah, you know what? Let's make that swap, since I have a bunch now. The reason why I have a bunch now is because I took apart some sets that were just sitting, collecting dust, and I decided to just take them apart. And they had a lot of useful parts in them, so I was like, yes, this is good. So yeah. The sets were good, but like I said, they were just sitting, collecting dust, and I just felt, like they needed to be put out of their misery, I guess. We scrapped for parts, and well, I'm using some of them. There's a few parts that will not be used until I get, stuff. So I'll put back in this container. And then I'll just layer it with a bunch of these bricks. So yeah, I actually ordered all these, because I did have some, but I didn't have enough, so I decided to just order all what I needed instead of using what I had. And others as well, because I may need the ones that I had. Well, so yeah, 16 total. So yeah, pretty repetitive, but it works. So it's pretty much like the Mayor's container, except I like what they did with the doors, because the doors were expensive. So, and I guess they didn't make them red, even though it's an alternate sets, they can make it up plus they want. So yeah, but yeah, getting these doors in arbitrary wouldn't have been cheap either. Make sure all these are lined up properly. Oh shoot! No, that worked. Yeah, without lettering, it really does look plain, but I guess it looks fine. Now we just need the grills for the top, like the other set. Piece that I don't need. So yeah, there we go. So another container done and out of the way. Now I'm going to show you a container that I made. It's actually two, but I can join and make one. So I made these two short containers, but I put them on a 6x16 plate because I thought since they would be joined together and be like that, you know, you wouldn't really see them. So I kind of did it like that. So I did want to make another. I was thinking about making a container like, is it one of these, but it was like a tank, and I tried that, but I just didn't have the pieces to make the curves and stuff in white, so I just gave up on that. Instead, I actually used a piece or something that I had for a while, which was this engine piece from that green locomotive that once I put the powered up in and now power functions, you know, this just never got used again until now. See, and then I just made the containers pretty much like what I did here, but in brown. And because I didn't have these pieces, or enough of them rather, I just used these ones instead, which don't look too bad. So yeah. And then the doors, I had to use black handles since I couldn't find them in brown. So yeah, but I mean, that certainly looks fine. So yeah, this one's always gonna be on the bottom though because of this base. So yeah, so if it's like that, then it's gonna be like that. So yeah, so now we have a double stack container. You can't really see. There we go. So yeah, so we have the single one and the double one. Yeah. So let me just push that down all the way. Now the problem with that is you're gonna lose your one-by-one plates. So I'd recommend using corner plates. That's why this one's always loose. I'd only do this to the top one, just because it would look weird if they weren't. So yeah. So I'd recommend using corner plates instead. It would make it look better. So yeah. But yeah, I think that looks really nice. So yeah, like I said, I'm definitely going to revisit this to update everything. Like, update this container, this car, with the other parts. But that'll be in the next month's videos, so yeah. Hopefully. I hope so. Hope I can get them in time. Because, yeah, the slopes are still not here. The store, I'm definitely not ordering from again. Because, like, I can't wait I can't wait 2 months. Because, one, I'm not going to name off the store. I don't want to give out names. But this, one person who left feedback said that it took 2 months to get their order. I was like, what? 2 months? I don't think so. So yeah. But yeah, whenever I get those, even if I don't get them, then if I don't get them in time for the next month's videos, then I guess I'll have to order, you know, more from a different seller, because on Bricklink, because I mean, it's just ridiculous. But yeah, I'm happy I did this because I was kind of considering not doing this until I got those parts, but I decided since, you know, I had the 2x4,000, I might as well just do it and just make another video. And hey, I need more videos for June, so I have, what, 2 ideas maybe? Yeah, this is one of them, of course. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.